The BJP government, who acts according to the dictates of the RSS, has passed a new amendment which cuts the very basic structure of the Constitution. That is the 103rd Amendment, which says even those who are economically weaker sections, they could enjoy 10% of reservation. It is being challenged and the cases are pending in the Supreme Court. In another case recently, day before yesterday, the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court has heard and put one question to the Government of India, to its Additional Solicitor General. Let me quote the English Hindu. The three-judge bench led by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud did not agree with the suggestion from the Additional Solicitor General K.M. Nataraj, appearing for the government, to leave the larger issue to what it led to income criterion of 8 lakhs for the Constitution bench to Nataraj, and said the three-judge bench should confine itself to the limited problem of whether or not to stay the July 29 notification. What is being referred to larger bench is the validity of the 103rd Constitution Amendment. We are here, the judges observes, we are here confronted with the implementation of the amendment. No, Mr. Nataraj, you have to tell us what exercise was done before the 8 lakh was decided as the cutoff. Justice Chandrachud said firmly. The bench also comprised of Justice Vikram Seth and B.V. Nagaratna asked the centre to file an affidavit explaining the basis on which the 8 lakh was arrived at the economic cutoff to be applied uniformly across the country to identify the beneficiaries for the reservation under the EWS quota, economically weaker section. The Dravida Kazhagam and the DMK and all the progressive parties in Tamil Nadu have already questioned this, because the economically weaker sections could not be given the reservation which is meant for socially and educationally backward classes of people according to the 15(4) of the Constitution. That is why even the very amendment was questioned. Those cases are pending before the full bench. But so far as this question is concerned, the Honorable Supreme Court judges questioned very relevantly and pertinently what is the basis of your stipulating 8 lakh rupees. Those who earn 8 lakhs and less, they are the weaker section. That means it contradicts the already there was a basis of below the poverty line, which is per day there is 150 rupees. That means, there is a wide gap between this one. Even for income tax exemption, there is a different limit. But this is 8 lakhs. How did you arrive? That was the question which have to be answered before them. Can it use it as the same yardstick for the rural area as well as the urban areas? Even among the urban areas, the different cities may have different standards of life, living. And there are municipal town, there are corporations, their limits are different. So the greater Madras, what one person's standard of living and earning may be different from other places, like the Mafusal. So this is a very relevant question. You will have to file an affidavit. That means the basic contradiction. The approach of economic criteria for the same reason. When the economic criteria, when the constitutional amendment was suggested, during the discussion in the first amendment to the constitution, Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar, the law minister, and the then Prime Minister Honorable Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, both of them answered, and this is very flexible. Economic criteria should not be the yardstick because it may change year to year. It may change from place to place. That is not. And these, more than that, some of the judges of the Supreme Court have already observed, like Justice Chinnappa Reddy and all these things. You can give scholarship for the people, but not reservation for those because they never stand for it. They never deserve it. It is unconstitutional. That was there. Let me add one more information. When they compute below the poverty line, even among the below the poverty line, there are two yardsticks. One is the identification of the below the poverty line in the urban areas, that is for 100 days, 32 rupees for the whole thing. This is another thing. For the rural area, for a day, 27 rupees. So, below the poverty line means, but so far as these upper caste poor people, the economically weaker section of the upper caste, they have daily 2,500 rupees per day. Can you imagine that? Is it not a contradiction? Is it not an anachronism? It is not only an anachronism, but is unconstitutional. And reservation is not a means of uplifting the depressed and the downtrodden, of the poor people. You can poverty is a different one. And alleviation, reservation is not a scheme of poverty alleviation. That was the answer. So, let me point out that what the Dravida Kazhagam, DMK and other progressive of Tamil Nadu have argued, and still the cases are pending questioning the 103rd Amendment, this is a silver lining. So, we could say what all our arguments are healthy arguments. Our arguments is go with the Constitution, and we are here to protect the Constitution, and constitutionally everything should go. This is our stand. That stand is being vindicated by the arguments, by the questions of the Honorable Supreme Court. Let us wait and see. Thank you.